birthday gifts for the 5-time US champion speed chess beast. Hikaru starts his day. He's on 0-2. He's playing against Alireza. Later on, he plays against Magnus Carlsen. This is such a critical game for Hikaru. If things were not go his way, that means a third loss in a row that would really jeopardize his chances to actually go through to the semi-finals. What are you expecting? How does Hikaru make the switch up from the start that he had on day one?
Well, it can't really get worse from day one because he lost both of his matches. He made a mistake against Maxime Vachilegrov in a position where the computer said he was even. I think Hikaru knew that he was playing quite well. And the problem for Hikaru, they don't stop just because day one ended. You're playing Alireza Firouzja. We saw the ferocious form that he was in on the first day where he was sacrificing pieces against Fabiano Caruana. The match ultimately was a win for Fabiano. It was really an epic comeback from him, but Firouzja showed that he's ready to fight.
Stylish Alireza with some stylish play on day one, and he did say earlier today that he's looking to mix it up against Hikaru. Hikaru is speed chess beast, currently wounded, but a wounded beast can be even more dangerous. What do we make of the opening outcome that we have right now, David, on the board? Has Alireza managed to mix it up?
Well, it feels like actually Hikaru just wants a solid, stable start here. He just wants to play himself into form, perhaps. Alireza looks solid as black. White hasn't done too much kind of anything special, at least in the opening stages. White will shortly castle his king. It looks symmetrical other than the fact that White has a set of double pawns on the d file. That gives more central control, however, and gives a semi-open file on the c file for the White rook. So I've got to admit, I slightly prefer White's chances. Black is solid, but a bit passive right now. And Nakamura does have the luxury of time. He plays a quiet move like pawn to a3 just on this last turn. He's basically saying to Firouzja, you break out, I'm going to slowly improve my pieces, maybe creep forward later on. What are you doing in the meantime?
Well, one way to break out for Alireza, if he really is in for an absolute brawl, is pushing the pawn in front of his king 2 squares. Now, considering his last move was sliding his bishop back, I don't think he'll go for this choice. But there are positions where even though we're told don't push pawns in front of your king, you can get away with it because White doesn't have the makings of an attack. So I do think that Hikaru has opted for a solid setup because of his first day of action. I'm with you, David. I like his position with this semi-open c-file. He's got those pawns in the center. That mass is just controlling so many key squares. But for Alireza, he's also done nothing wrong, so he should feel quite confident in himself.
Yeah, I think Nakamura probably watched that game against Caruana yesterday where Firouzja unleashed fire on the board, and he's saying, okay, I want none of that. Firouzja's not going to attack me in this one. It's just going to be a solid, slow positional fight. And okay, he's found another way, Firouzja, of dealing with his slightly cramped position. He's trying to trade off pieces, often good classical chess wisdom. If you're lacking
invitation because it hovered on that c4 square, and Alireza says, don't mind if I do. I'm going to push my pawn up there. That rook on f4 that's defending that pawn laterally, that's behind enemy lines, and now that queen is behind black's lines here. Both sides have different ideas, and I think that white rook that's on b2 that was previously defended, it's going up.
He does it. He's up a pawn.
He's up a pawn, but look at those white pieces. The white queen, the white rook on the 7th rank. So many targets. Black's king, not entirely safe. Okay, there's a hit on white's rook at the bottom of the board right now. Black's queen, really agile right now, showing off all the angles, but surely that rook just moves.
And also a really nice square because you defend the c7 square from white's queen, doubling up on the 7th rank.
Oh.
And he reaches for the rook and moves it to f1.
Yeah,
What was that?
That was a hezi. He went to c1 and over to f1, and here we see, look at that rook. That black rook is defending the checkmate square, and it's putting pressure towards the white king. Watch out for some knight sacrifices from Alireza, because he's trying to exploit the fact that the white king may be in some grave danger.
Why is Hikaru hesitating so much on every move? Are you seeing the indecision there?
And there it is, there's that knight sacrifice. It couldn't be captured, and Hikaru, he attacks the black queen. The queen goes all the way back to the corner, keeping an eye at the square in front of the white king.
And it's blocked.
Yeah, blocks it out. Again, dominance on the 7th rank and blunder from Firouzja as he allows, okay, I was going to say a queen check, but the white rook comes in threatening to eliminate the black knight. The black knight, once it's taken, this will end in checkmate.
Wow, a check, and now the knight is going to be captured. This is going to be a mate on the 7th rank. Hikaru Nakamura escapes.
Turned it on just at the right moment. The black queen sacrifices herself. She drops off the board, but white has a decisive advantage now. Queen and knight will beat 2 rooks.
And that knight is going to jump to h5, threatening a mate as well on g7. Hikaru Nakamura with a big turnaround, about to take the lead in his match.
What a tactical flurry that was. Nakamura really upping the pace, turning on the style. And yeah, this is a decisive material advantage. You're also landing potentially a checkmating attack. And we see a handshake.
That is resigned by Alireza. Hikaru Nakamura relieved after his first win. He takes the lead in his match against Alireza, and he needed this win to stay in the race. Alireza